Hey guys, it's Alex and Joyce from Teaching Growth, and today we're going to be introducing to you the idea of square and cube root functions. This is just going to be a little teaser. If you would like to learn more or you still have questions, you can visit our video on YouTube, or you can come to us with tutoring where you can get one-to-one tutoring session.
So, for the purposes of this teaser, I wanted to present a problem to you. This is a pretty common problem that teachers will present their students. Draw and identify the attributes of blank function. In this case, we'll be going over the square root function. Now, the square root function is drawn and looks like this. But do you know what attributes they'll ask you about? Well, some common attributes that teachers commonly ask about, and these are attributes you'll need to know to pass your TEKS, are the minimum value, the maximum value, the domain, range, and symmetry of the function. Do you know the answers to all of these? Well, the minimum is going to be 0. The maximum does not exist, or is sometimes referred to as infinity. The domain is x is greater than equal to 0. The range is y is greater than equal to 0. And the symmetry does not exist. It is not symmetrical about the x, y, or around the origin. One last thing I forgot to mention is the intercepts. And in this case, the square root function does not have an x or a y intercept. Now, I quickly went over all these attributes, and they are important to know and are probably important to memorize if you want to answer multiple choice questions quickly. But if you want to know the reasoning behind them so you have a better foundation in your knowledge, then I suggest you to go to our YouTube channel and watch our full video explaining square and cubic roots.
So like Joyce had already mentioned before, it's a very common thing for teachers to ask students to draw and identify the attributes of some function. So in this teaser, or this next part of the teaser, we're going to be going over the cube root function. So when we draw the cube root function, it's actually going to look like this. And the next thing they might ask you are to identify the attributes of this function. So the first attribute that we might go over are minimum and maximum. And the answer for the minimum attribute would be that it simply does not exist, or that you can maybe sometimes see negative infinity as an answer. And for the maximum, it would also say that it does not exist. And you could also maybe possibly see positive infinity. So the domain of this function is going to be that x belongs to a set of all real numbers, which is written with these symbols. And the range as well will be written that y belongs to a set of all real numbers as well. So the next category of attribute that we're going to be going over is called symmetry. And something that you'll notice about the cube root function is that it is symmetrical to origin. So we will write origin for symmetry. And the final category of attributes for this function is going to be intercepts. And we're going to notice that this function actually crosses through the origin. So whenever a function crosses the origin, we're going to have both the x-intercept and y-intercept written as 0, 0. So we went over this really fast, and Joyce has already mentioned it before. But if you have any questions or need help on different aspects of the cube root functions, you can go visit our YouTube channel. And something else you could also do is go contact the Teaching Growth Center and schedule a one-on-one tutoring session with either me or Joyce to help you out. So this is the teaser that we have, and we hope you enjoy. Thank you.